Right, Leowen, where is that? Not halfway across the country again, I hope? Oh, for the love of... Didn't I get a note about inheriting some property down there? Oh, it's up there. What was I thinking of then? Oh, this one. An underground lair. Okay. I'll have to check that out when I'm down there. History of the Fighters Guild, 1st edition. In the 283rd year of the Second Era, Potentate Versailles was faced with a disintegrating empire. The vassal kingdoms throughout Tamriel had reached a new height of rebellion, openly challenging his rule. They refused his taxes and led sorties against the imperial garrisons throughout the land. At the destruction of his fortress in Dawnstar, he gathered the imperial council in what would be called the Council of Bardmont, after the town south of Dawnstar where they met. There the potentate declared Catholic and universal martial law. The princes of Tamriel would dissolve their armies or face his wrath. The next 37 years were perhaps the bloodiest in the violent history of Tamriel. In order to crush the last of the royal armies, Versailles had to sacrifice many of his best legions, as well as spend nearly every last piece of gold in the imperial treasury. But he accomplished the unthinkable. For the first time in history, there was but one army in the land, and it was his own. The problems that immediately surfaced were almost as staggering as the triumph itself. The potentate had impoverished the land by his war, for the vanquished kingdoms had also spent the last of their gold in defense. Farmers and merchants alike had their livelihood ruined. Before, the princes of Tamriel would not pay his taxes, now, they could not. The only persons who benefited from the war were criminals, who preyed upon the ruins of the lawless land, without fear of arrest now that all the local guards and militia were gone. It was a crisis the Akavir had seen coming long before he destroyed the last of his subjects' armies, but for which he had no solution. He could not allow his vassals their own armies again, but the land was deeper into the stew of anarchy than it had ever been before. His army sought to fight the rise of crime, but a central authority was no threat against the local underworld. In the dawn of the year 320, a kinsman of Versailles, DarNified the Iron, presented himself with a host of companions before the potentate. It was he who suggested an order of mercantile warriors for hire, who could be hired by nobility in lieu of a standing army. The employment would be temporary, and the percentage of the fee would go to the potentate's government, thus putting salve on two of Versailles' greatest pains. Though it was then called the Sifam, after the Sashi word for soldiers, the organization that was to be known as the Fighters Guild had been born. DarNified the Iron initially believed that the entirety of the order should be composed of Akaviri. This belief of his is not disputed by any historian, though his motivation is often debated. The traditional, simple explanation is that he knew his countrymen well, trusted them, and felt that their tradition of fighting for profit would be of use. Others believe, with reason, that he and the potentate sought to use the order to effectively complete the conquest of Tamriel begun over 500 years earlier. When Akavir attacked Tamriel in the 2703rd year of the First Era, they had been beaten back by the Riemann dynasty. Now they had a potentate on the throne, and with DarNified's machinations, the local armies would also be Akaviri. What they had failed to do by combat, they would have successfully accomplished by patience. A traditional stratagem, many scholars suggest, of the immortal snake men, the Sashi of Akavir, who always had time on their side. The point, however, is largely academic. Though the Sifam did establish themselves in some kingdoms neighboring Cyrodiil, it became quickly apparent that local warriors were needed. Part of the problem was simply that there were not enough Akaviri for the work that needed to be done. Another part was that the snake men did not understand the geography and politics of the regions they were assigned. It was evident that some non-Akaviri were needed in the Sifam, and by the midpoint of the year, 3 Nords, a warrior sorceress, a rogue, and a knight were admitted into the order. The knight, whose name has been lost in the sands of time, was also a great armorer, and probably did more to strengthen the organization than anyone but DarNified himself. As has often been stated, the Akaviri, particularly the Sashi, understood weaponry better than armor. Even if they could not wear it themselves, the knight was able to explain to the other Sithim what the weaknesses were in their opponent's armor, explaining to them how many joints there were in a Paulden and a Grieve, and the differences between Akatons and Armkachans, Gorgets and Gleedshrims, Pallets and Pasgards, Tabards and Tassets. With this knowledge, they made long strides in defeating the brigands, doing far better than their meager numbers would suggest. It is a joke among historians that if a Kavir had a Nord armorer in their employ in the First Era, they would have won the invasion. The success of these first 3 outsiders to the Sithim opened the door for more local members. Before the year was through, DarNified had spread his business throughout the empire. Young men and women, for a variety of reasons, because of desperate poverty, for love of action and adventure, in order to aid their crime-stricken neighbors, joined his new order en masse. They received training, and were immediately put to work helping the aristocracy's problems, assuming the roles of guards and soldiers within their locality. The early success of the Sithim in combating crime and defeating local monsters so inspired potentate Versadai that he entertained representatives from other organizations interested in imperial sanction. Though formed much earlier, the Mages Guild had always been viewed with suspicion by the government. In the 321st year of the Second Era, the potentate gave his approval to the Guilds Act, officially sanctioning the mages, together with the guilds of tinkers, cobblers, prostitutes, scribes, architects, brewers, vintners, weavers, rat-catchers, furriers, cooks, astrologers, healers, tailors, minstrels, barristers, and the Sithim. In the charter, they were no longer called the Sithim, however, owing to the name it had become known as by the people, they were to be called the Fighters Guild. All the guilds, and those that followed by later sanctions throughout the Second and Third Eras, would be protected and encouraged by the Empire of Cyrodiil, recognizing their value to the people of Tamriel. All would be required to pay to expand their influence throughout the land. The Empire was strengthened by their presence, and the imperial coffers were filled once again. Shortly after Versadai Shari's death, only 3 years after the Guild Act, his heir Savrian Chovak allowed the reforming of local armies. The Fighters Guild was no longer the principal arm of the local aristocracy, but their worth had already been established. Though there were certainly strong individuals who sought their own fortunes in the past, many historians have suggested that DarNified was the ancestor in spirit of the modern phenomenon of the adventurer, those men and women who dedicate their lives to questing for fame and fortune. Thus, all owe a debt of gratitude to the Fighters Guild, not only its members, and the people who have been helped by its neutral policy of offering strong arms for a fee within the boundaries of the law. Without them, there would be no guilds of any kind, and it may be argued, no model for even the independent adventurer.
Hell, we got plenty of rooms if you want one.
What's with the name of the inn? Inn of Ill Omen?
That's a horrible name for an inn, I know, but I just can't bring myself to change it. Besides, I like the sign.
Fair enough.
Farewell, and tell your friends, the Inn of Ill Omen is open for business, as always.
Speak.
Well, well, who might you be? Hello, stranger. We don't get many visitors around here. Makes things pretty lonely for me, if you know what I mean.
I'm not sure. So you don't get many customers?
The only people that stay here are stragglers on the Green Road. Me, I got no place else to be. Besides, I think Mannheim is sweet on me. Bye now, sweetie. I look forward to seeing you again.
Oh, hello. 5 of the afternoon watch and all's well. No problems, ma'am.
All right then.
Farewell, citizen.
It is evening now, but I think we can make it to Bravil before it's too late. The lusty Argonian maid, Act 4, Scene 3, continued. Lifts her tail, certainly not, kind sir. I am here but to clean your chambers. Crantius Colto, is that all you have come here for, little one? My chambers? Lifts her tail, I have no idea what it is you imply, master. I am but a poor Argonian maid. Crantius Colto, so you are, my dumpling. And a good one at that. Such strong legs and shapely tail. Lifts her tail. You embarrass me, sir. Crunches Colto, fear not. You are safe here with me. Lifts her tail. I must finish my cleaning, sir. The mistress will have my head if I do not. Crunches Colto, cleaning, I have something for you. Here, polish my spear. Lifts her tail, but it is huge. It could take me all night. Crunches Colto, plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. End of Act 4, Scene 3. That's interesting armor.
Well met, traveler. Have you heard the call of the prophet? Do you walk the pilgrim's way?
Look, I spoke to him, he gave me a quest, it all sounded really dumb. So no, why do you ask?
No matter. I thought I detected the light of a divine purpose in your eye. Now I must be on my way. The pilgrimage of the Way Shrines is my only purpose now.
Right. Can you tell me about that? Is it really worth doing?
I have taken up the prophet's call to defend the faith. Only a true knight, wielding the Crusader's relics, can stop the evil that now threatens us. I walk the pilgrim's way, as did the questing knights of old. I would be glad of your company on the road, if your way lies with mine.
I don't really think it does.
The blessings of the Nine upon your quest. Perhaps.
Are we nearby to one of the shrines? I mean, I may as well visit it if it's around here. Zenithor is pretty close, yeah. Like right around here. What the? Oh, I got this sword earlier, by the way, from a bandit. Thought it looked pretty cool. Hey dude.
Will you come with me to seek the blessing of Stendarr the Steadfast? The land is sore in need of righteous governance.
I dunno. Can you tell me about the prophet?
You have heard him. Like me, you know he speaks the truth. If the Nine will it, I will be the one to recover the Crusader's relics. Or perhaps that honor will fall to you.
I do like the sound of these relics.
The blessings of the Nine upon your quest. Perhaps our paths will cross again.
Perhaps. It looks like it's right on a path, or maybe a river. Slightly east of this road I'm on now, though. Is that it? Honest labor earns its own reward. Pray at my chapel altars to receive my blessings. Okay. It's over here, dude. And this must be Bravil.
Evening.
Where's the gate? This little thing? Hold your breath, Uriel.
Hello there.
Hi.
Evening.
Heard any news lately?
You hear any word about Could Eye's friend? She's offering a generous reward,
Good
so
evening.
hopefully someone will show up and lend a hand.
Without question.
See you.
Either one of you is very
You
short
too.
or one is very
Hello
tall.
there.
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood
Both
comes
apparently.
to you in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members.
So I've heard.
You hear any word about Could Eye's friend? She's offering a generous reward, so hopefully someone will show up and lend a hand. Ranaline. I cook at the Lonely Suitor.
What were you saying about Kadai?
Could Eye is a member of Breville's Mages Guild. She put the word out that a good friend of hers went missing. She's offered a reward, but as far as I know, nobody's taken her up on the offer. Not sure who's missing either. She's keeping quiet about it. I suppose if you're interested, you could head over there and ask Could Eye yourself.
You have pretty eyes. I mean, yeah, I can do that. What can you tell me about Braville?
Excuse me. I stay to myself. I've always found the wrong sort of friends. Now I do without.
Oh, that's sad. Well, we could be friends.
I'm listening. I stay to myself. I've always found the wrong sort of
Come
friends.
on, I thought we really
now
hit
I
it
do
off.
without.
Excuse
You
me, my
too.
lady.
Yes,
I'm sorry to impose upon you like this, but I'm in need of assistance, and I don't know what to do. My husband, Alaron, is missing.
I see. What do you know?
It all started when Alaron became foolish and started gambling. He'd visit the arena every week and spend our hard-earned money on bets. I told him to stop, but he didn't listen. He was certain he could win us a fortune and move us somewhere nicer, like the Imperial City. It didn't take long for Alaron to begin losing. He resorted to borrowing money from a usurer to cover his losses and place new bets. As you can imagine, it didn't pay off. He ended up owing around 500 gold. We could never have that kind of money to pay back the usurer.
So what happened to Alaron?
Yesterday, the usurer, Curden Grow Dragel, sent for my husband to meet him at the Lonely Suitor Lodge. He hasn't returned since. I fear for his life. Curden isn't known for his patience. Please, I'm not wealthy, but I'd give anything to see Alaron again.
I can ask around, I guess.
You will? Oh, thank you. Please be careful. I don't wish any harm to befall you either.
Thank you. Anything else you can tell me?
I do miss him so. And when he gets back, I'm gonna kill him for making me worry like this.
And squander all my hard work?
Farewell, and be careful. Curden is not to be trusted.
Hello,
Hey,
Carandial, mage trained, scholar by inclination, student of our Aldmeri ancestors, the Aelids.
anything cool in town?
The Eyelid ruin of Anatwil is nearby. I can spend a few days on site, then return here for the comforts of home and my library.
Cool.
Goodbye.
A warlock's luck. Closed.
What do you want?
Just saying hi, hi.
You too.
How do you do? I am Olava the Fair, Mara's living saint. It is my responsibility not to preach, but to live Mara's commands as an example to others.
Oh, how do you do that?
My task is to know and love the people of Breville as if they were my own children. If you've ever been a parent, you know what a challenge that is.
I haven't.
Be seeing you.
Zenithar, that's the shrine I visited, right? I work for the glory of Zenithar. I don't think so. I work for no one but myself. Zenithar's ear is giving me luck though. I mean, I'll take it.
I am the healer, Mars of Blackmarsh. By the grace of Mara, I am available as an advanced trainer in restoration.
No you're not. Question mark.
Good day.
I'm probably not good enough.
Hi there.
Can I take this? I haven't read this one.
Good evening.
What's the news from the other part?
I'm Uravasa Othralas, priest of Mara. I'm also a speechcraft trainer. I can help you make different mistakes, at least.
Okay. You won't train me either, though.
Nothing I'd like
Bye.
to talk about.
Good day.
Take care.
I am Mara's primate, Chaina Mona. I take care of the chapel's affairs in Breville Parish and speak for Mara in the Council of the Nine.
I don't know what the Council of the Nine is, but it sounds important.
Uravasa and Mars leave me little to do here in Breville. That leaves me free to devote my time to Mara's ministry throughout the Empire. Take care.
How goes it?
Fine. Why does every single chapel have ghosts in the basement? Mages Guild. There's someone I need to talk to in there. It's a bit late, but whatever.
Hi there.
Not you. Could I write?
How are you?
Greetings, Evoker.
Hi there.
Are you here about joining the Mages Guild?
No. I was told to speak with you about a missing person.
Yes, I'm the one looking for my friend. His name is Henantir. If you find him, I'll be glad to offer you a sizable reward.
I like the sound of that. What can you tell me about him?
I miss him so. We were study mates at the Arcane University, and we've come to grow fond of each other over the years. He's always getting himself into jams with the careless ways he performs his experiments, and, well, I'm afraid he's done it again. I'm going to level with you, as you seem like you wish to help. Henantier isn't missing. On the contrary, I know exactly where he is. The problem is, he's trapped and there's no way I can free him.
Trapped? Well, why didn't you say so?
Well, Henantier's been warned that if he strays outside the guild rules one more time, he may be up for summary dismissal. The rules say that he isn't to practice dangerous experiments at his home. It must be done in the guild under the watchful eye of an associate. Henantier's never been one for rules, and so he's continued to perform his latest experiments in secret. If word gets out, he'll be dismissed.
Okay, well, I'll help if I can. Gods know I need the money. I'm even willing to do a good deed for it.
Great. Whatever suits you and gets me Henantier back suits me just fine. When you're ready to go and see him, let me know. But please, do hurry.
We could do it now, I guess.
Good evening.
Oh, books.
Are you ready to follow me to Henantier?
Yep, lead on.
Fantastic. Let's be off then.
What?
Well, as you can see, Henantier's right here, and he's trapped in his dream world.
What? What is wrong with him?
We aren't going far, so no need to prepare for a long journey. In fact, he's still in town. More I can't say aloud without risk of others hearing.
How did he get himself trapped in a dream world?
I told him that trying to travel into one's own dreams is risky. But as usual, he didn't listen to me. Always has to do things his way. Henantier constructed a magical device he called the Dreamworld Amulet. With this device, one can enter his own mind and experience dreams.
Anyone can experience dreams.
True, but this is different. When you enter your dreams with the amulet, you're in full command of a dreamlike replica of yourself. All your thoughts, your skills, and your talents travel there with you. Think of it as exploring a new land, but a land within your own mind. Henantier created the amulet to see if he could use his dreams as a training ground to help better himself. I don't know all of the details, but the amulet is a conduit to get to that training ground. It's been 3 days, and he's been stuck in his dreams. I've watched him all that time, and he hasn't been up at all. The only way to save him is to put on the Dreamworld Amulet and go to sleep. Only then can you hopefully find out what's happened in there.
Why me? Why haven't you done it?
I fear that anyone he knows won't be able to help him in there. Since I'm in his memories, he may dismiss me as a figment of his dreams. The only chance is for a total stranger to enter his dreams. When you're ready to do this, I'll give you the amulet. Only I know the secret way it can be removed from his neck.
Tell me more about this dream world.
You'll have to be very careful in there. If Henantier intended it as a training ground, there's no telling what you may encounter.
Okay. And it's a sizable reward, yes?
My poor Henantier. I shudder to think what's happened to him in there.
I'll take that as a yes.
Don't take this sojourn lightly. The recesses of the mind can be the darkest place of all.
Henantier sinks into an even deeper sleep. Okay, so, do I just get in the bed? Did you give me the amulet? No?
Are you prepared to enter the dream world?
Yes, I am. Just needed a little nap first, sorry.
Please, use the extra bed here. If you sleep too far from Henantier, it may not work. I'll watch over you both to make sure you're safe. Oh my, I almost forgot. Henantier once told me that if he's killed in his dreams, anyone that's in there with him will die as well. So do be careful.
You really mustn't forget important details like that.
Now is a time for sleep. How I wish I could go with you.
Yeah. Nothing happened.
It's so difficult to be here and watch him not knowing how much he may be suffering.
What am I missing here? Oh my gods, I'm stupid. Okay, I'm going to sleep now. I've entered Henantier's dream world. To my surprise, I've arrived naked except for the Dreamworld Amulet. Not only am I unarmed, but also I've discovered that the amulet is preventing me from using any magic. I'll have to explore this strange place in hopes of finding something to defend myself with.
My word! You startled me. Are you real?
Unfortunately. Oh yikes, yep, that's me naked all right. Hi.
I've lost my way. This place looks so familiar, but I can't remember how I got here. Can you help me?
Why do you have clothes and I don't? You're trapped in a dream world. I'm here to rescue you, I guess.
This place is so strange. Dream world, you say? It's more like a nightmare. I don't like this place at all. I feel like I shouldn't be here. There must be an exit around here somewhere. I'd explore this place, but I'm afraid I just don't have the courage to do so. How could I be so careless? What's the matter with me? I know I've lost something. Yes, that's it. I've lost many things in this strange place. Would you please help me?
Would one of those things be a shirt?
Have you found an exit to this place yet? We must escape.
Not yet, my dude. Our clothes. It's stealing, though. You're not mad about me taking these, right? How stylish.
We must get out of this place.
Yeah, hold your horses. I realize anything I pick up can't be taken out with me, but I can't help myself.
We must get out of this place.
Test of patience. You'd failed that one, buddy. Test of resolve. And test of courage.
We must get out of this place.
Shush, I'm working on it. Mysterious scroll. How mysterious. Traps and pressure plates, 4x4. Are these ones the safe ones then? Well, I hope this is oriented right. So far so good. Bloody dark in here. Literally can't see where I'm going. I just went in a circle, didn't I? Ah, here we go. Okay. Different symbol. 3 from the left. I've located the element of patience. This must be one of the things Henantier misplaced. Losing this attribute of his mind must be what's making him so confused. If I can find all of the elements and bring them back to him, it should restore Henantier's sanity and help him awaken. I should continue searching for other elements if I ever intend to leave this waking nightmare.
We must get out of this place.
Weak potion of the sea. Which is water breathing. Oh dear, I don't really like water. Especially in the dark. Oh my, this is very, very dark. Cool, only needed one potion. I've located the element of courage, the second element to be found in Henantier's Dreamworld. I should continue searching for more elements.
We must get out of this place.
Dude, I got you your patience back, shush. Oh nice, potions. Weapons and armor, eh? Yeah, light armor is more my thing. Uh-oh. Your face is stupid. Oh, brilliant, I can breathe underwater now. That's one down. Ha, nice. The guild would be proud. I've located the element of resolve, the third element to be found in Henantier's Dreamworld. I should continue searching for more elements.
We must get out of this place.
Wait, there's more. Where?
We must get out of this place.
Test of perception. Pressure plate. Oh, it's gas.
Whoa!
I've located the element of perception, the final element in this bizarre amalgam of Henantier's dreams. I should bring all 4 elements to Henantier and try to restore his sanity.
Help me. I can't remember anything. I feel as though I'll be trapped here forever, and I don't even know why.
It's okay, I found everything you lost. You're dreaming and you need to wake up.
But how? What you say must be the truth. I feel strange. I can see now what you were saying was no story at all, but the truth, and I'm a fool. I had no idea that the amulet could hold such power over me. I set out to create a way to conquer my failings, but it seems the tables had turned, and they conquered me. I don't know how you did it, but I thank you. Now, we must wake from this dream and take our places in the real world again. Farewell. It's good to see you in the real world. I'm indebted to you for rescuing me from my nightmare. I suppose thanks are only a small token of my appreciation. Allow me to reward you for your bravery. I'm afraid I don't have much in the way of coin, but allow me to present you with something that may help in your travels.
Okay, what is it? Just the tome? Kudai has been taking care of you. She's the one who asked me to help you.
Kudai has always watched over me, and it's good to know she cared enough to seek help when I was in trouble. Farewell, friend.
The hell? Did Kudai take my clothes off? I hope you have a better reward than a book, Kudai. Where do you go?
Now that Henantier has returned, things are as they should be.
So you're all good now?
I'll always remember what you've done for us. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you.
And Henantier, will he be okay?
Thank you for returning Henantier to me. I don't know what I would have done without him.
So about that reward you offered me, I did go into a dream world for you.
I wish to never speak of the dream world again. Henantier's free of its grip, and I can't bear a reminder he was ever a prisoner in that dark place.
What?
I do hope our paths cross again.
You better not if you're not giving me my reward.
Good morning. What can I do for you? Good day.
What a bitch.